Hello, Professor. I hope you're doing well. I'm Richard. I would like to share with you the information that I found about the similarities and differences among the Spanish and the English. Okay, so let me share this. Okay, so for me, this is quite interesting because I'm working actually as English teacher. I did realize what is the importance, the real importance to understand the using the deeper using of the adjectives, okay, among English and Spanish. I mean that this is an very important subject in this um, for the preparation for teaching, okay. So let's start with limiting adjectives. A limiting adjectives is whatever adjective that delimits how the subject interacts, okay, with the other pieces of information. I understand that the adjectives will change among Spanish or maybe in the English. No, those are located differently. Okay, in some cases equally, in other cases different. Okay, so let's start with point number one. It is demonstrative adjectives. These adjectives indicates the position of something. Okay, so this show me in the space where it is located. The most common way of presenting this is are using this, those and that. Okay, let's start by analyze the English part. Okay, it says in the singular way we use this, we use this, sorry that, and the plural way we use those and you use this. Okay, so those are quite similar, but their function are different from the Spanish way. So in Spanish we have a lot of ways to express, but only by the similarities way we can find este, ese, esa, aquel, aquella. Okay, those are related with the position. How long or how far from me is an object. Okay, here we have a corrector. It means in Spanish este. Okay, this. If it is a little bit more far from me, it will be ese, and if it's quite far from me, it will be used like aquel. Okay, so in English, the demonstratives proceeding on. For example, I made this book is interesting. This is um, in in the previous part from the noun, okay, of the subject. And in Spanish, it precede the subject, okay. It's similar, it's equally than the English. I can say the same sentence in the same order in English as well as Spanish, okay. So talking about gender, the both Spanish and English are not related to a specific gender. Those are neutral. I can use this for express a male and also female object, okay. Or in the case of book, this is not female. In Spanish maybe we change something, but we can change it, okay. So let's continue. The next one is possessive adjectives, okay. The word that starts it probably defines it. It says that it indicates property ownership of something, okay. I said that I'm the owner of about something, okay. The way of singular in English is my, your, his, her, its, and plural our, your, they. Okay, we can find that there are some specific similarities. Okay, for example, the possessive adjectives in the verb places precede the subject. Okay, for example, I can say my car is red. Okay, My car is red. I can say the same in Spanish in the same order, same grammatical order. Mi coche es rojo. The same I can say it in the equally, okay? And so similar. So the only thing I can underline this way the use of her and his, because in Spanish we don't use a different a different word for express gender. For example, I say sus is equally for girl and for men. Okay. In the English, we can we have to use his for men and her for a woman. Okay. Let's continue. The next one is interrogative adjectives. Those are used to ask something. Okay, those are words probably related with a question, but not exactly the word. Okay, I found that the words what, how much, how many, which, and why are common interrogative adjectives. Okay, in Spanish are used similarly. Okay, for example, we can say in English which. Okay, in Spanish it will mean cuántos, cuántas. It differs from the number. Okay, or for example, I have in English how much. It is equally to cuánto, okay? And how many cuántos. So, talking about the gender situation, the both, okay? In the both cases, cuál, qué, cuánto, cuántas, cuántos differ from the situation, okay? I don't know if there are situations where are similar to English, where an adjective is useful for girls and boys, but in Spanish you can change a little bit, okay? Usually the changes is only related to the vowels. For example, changing the letter A to the letter O. In the way of talking about, for example, I know, talking, making now an example of how much, okay? How much and how it is in Spanish? ¿Cuánto? Okay? Por ejemplo, how much milk you need? ¿Cuánta leche tú necesitas? It's different, okay? You can use in Spanish different words, only changing one letter, and in English you have to use the same one, okay? Talking about the indefinite articles, let's continue. Okay, indefinite adjectives, it shows a specific quantity of something. Okay, it is similar to related to measure with the eye, measure with my ideas about what I'm looking. For example, here I have one paper. Okay, now I have here some papers. I am not saying what exactly have, okay, but my ideas are related how with the definition, intrinsical definition about what I understand about it, okay. In the way of Spanish, we have lots of changes for each one of the most common words that are used on, okay. For example, the word some. We have algunos, algunas. It changes from, it's very, really interesting, looking for each gender, okay? And understanding if it is singular or plural, okay? So, continuing with this, we can find the word few. It is in Spanish, poco, poca, pocos. Many, for example, is mucho, mucha, muchos, muchas, several, varios, varias, all, todo, todas, todas. Okay, in the word all enters the all, okay? It is the same example. in Spanish, we have to change or add the letter S, also change the vowel A to the vowel O, depending on the gender that we are using. In English, this is not a problem. We have to use whatever word it is equally for girls or boys. Okay, no problem. Let's continue, please. This let's start with ordinal numbers. Okay, the ordinal numbers describes the position of something related with the participation of another one. Okay, I found it interesting to add a Usain Bolt picture because he's the most rapid and effective runner in the history. Okay, so we can find the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and others. In English and in Spanish, primero, segundo, tercero, cuarto, quinto. Those are related, but talking about the position. Okay, I'm going to give an example here. Okay, I can say she finished in first place. She finished in the first place, and also I can say the same in Spanish. Ella terminó en primer lugar. Look at this. Okay, the position it's preceding the noun. Okay, in the way of English as well as Spanish, but it changes in the previous as we review in the previous in the previous ideas that we have to change the letter A for the letter O. Okay, I cannot say él llegó primero o in English and also decir ella llegó primera. No. I can change a little bit. Okay, it's only related with the letter A and the letter O. Okay, I would like to establish here my final conclusion. Okay, for me that's all. But I would like to add some. So I understand that will be a difficulties with the words aquel, aquella, because this will be strange for exactly mean what the distance. Okay, what is the distance among the person and the object. Okay, in my case I can say aquel. I'm talking to my son. Please, Caleb, dame aquel lápiz. It will be near, it will be far from me, but this is the only thing I can add here. Okay, I enjoy so much how this experience was developed for us. Thank you, Professor, for giving us this opportunity to learn, and that's it. Thank you very much. Bye bye. See you later.